astonishingly large number of students in grades 1 through 12 have learning differences and learning disabilities. These learning differences and learning disabilities interfere with an individual's capacity to receive, process, and respond to information. These students are often overlooked or left behind in the typical public school environment. Fortunately, there is a solution. A school with a small student-to-teacher ratio and instructional methods tailored to meet the academic, social, emotional, and behavioral needs of each student. New Horizons School in Renton, Washington is such a place where children come first. Students with learning disabilities exhibit significant discrepancies between intellectual ability and academic performance. They may have difficulty listening, following directions, planning, organizing, self-monitoring, or completing academic assignments.
I'm Jarrett Freeman Daly. I am currently the board president. New Horizons is a school for students with learning disabilities, attention deficits, and other learning differences. We have some students with Asperger's syndrome, which is a high-functioning form of autism. We have some students with communication disorders, dyslexia, auditory processing disorders, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, and a variety of other specific learning disabilities.
My name is Marla Veliz, and I'm the administrator at New Horizons School. I work with the children, the parents, the teachers, and together with the board president, I lead the school. Sometimes children come with a diagnosis, and their private care provider has done an assessment or an evaluation to identify what those learning disabilities are, what the attention deficit might be, or what other neurological difficulty they may have. Sometimes their parents just know that they're struggling in school.
At one point in time, we thought ADD was a pure entity, but we see reading disability, writing disability, math disability, social disability, language disability as coexisting conditions. And I will go through with the parent what the child needs in the way of help so that they can go over with the public school. When the parent cannot get the kind of help that they need in the public school, if the public school is unable or unwilling, this is the point at which I refer them to New Horizons so that they can get into a program that is willing to meet their needs or can meet their needs.
What I do is I assess the information that many of the clients are bringing to me, both parents as well as the children, and I'm looking at treating them therapeutically, not through just their educational exposure or influence. So the assessments are for many of the disorders that they have. Part of what I also do is post-secondary transition, which means that when they're getting ready to leave here, I help them with the necessary tools in combination with their learning differences.
Christina started here in the 7th grade. She's now in the 9th grade, and she is just thriving. She loves ski-for-all. She's involved in Blackwatch, the dance team. She feels a sense of purpose, and she's starting to become a leader. It's very inspiring for us.
The teachers at New Horizons School promote the philosophy of acceptance, opportunity, and achievement.
Acceptance is very simple, actually. Everybody's different. It doesn't matter if you have a learning difference, or if you're a genius, or if you're just a person walking down the street. Acceptance is important because it has to do with respect.
The opportunity that we create here for the children is the experience, the opportunity to learn. This is an environment that's safe, it's nurturing, they can take safe risks, they can make decisions, they can make choices, they can make mistakes, and know that we will still accept them, but the opportunity is here for them to experience to the fullest everything that we have available for them.
For achievement, the students are finally able to begin to feel good about themselves and what they can do. They build on their reading and math and academic levels, where they may not have been able to do that in public schools.
By embracing acceptance, opportunity, and achievement, New Horizons School provides an environment for each student to reach their individual learning potential, gain self-confidence and valuable social skills in an atmosphere designed for personal success.
I saw this as an opportunity for kids to really have an avenue to discover their creative potential. A lot of these kids have, maybe have, think that they can't draw. They think that in order to make art, you have to be able to represent something that looks real, and so it gives them an opportunity to find out about the world of art, for one thing, and to realize that there's all kinds of creative opportunities that they potentially might really enjoy.
What you're looking at here is a weightlifting class, which is a PE elective. It's a great activity for students with ADHD, sensory integration. It's all accommodated PE, which means that it goes at the student from the levels that they're able to operate at. They're all expected to participate in the activities, but the activities may be adapted to their needs.
At New Horizons School, the students are encouraged to become involved in a unique variety of extracurricular activities.
Students get to express their abilities in more creative ways other than just the standard reading and writing. So we have map and model building, we have drill and dance team, we have drama, we have music, and then some of the things like knitting or wind band, so that the students can try out different ways of expressing themselves in maybe in ways that aren't affected by their disability.
They select their own songs, they choreograph their own music, and currently right now I have 2 8th graders that are choreographing this particular song. And in the other song that we have, I have 2 high school students choreographing theirs.
I'm Patrick, I'm 15 years old, and I'm a cowardly lion. I love really to make people laugh.
I'm Tanner. I'm the Scarecrow.
My name is Stephanie Salcedo. I'm 15. I'm playing Dorothy.
Hi, I'm Sebastian, and I play the Tin Man. We're friends that we help each other them up.
Students with learning disabilities and/or attention deficit hyperactivity disorders often require more consideration than teachers are able to provide in a traditional classroom. Their social skills often lag substantially behind those of their peers.
My name's Iris Bartlein, and I live in Renton, Washington. And this is Tanner. He's 14 years old. We tried private school for 3 years, which wasn't the best way to go because it didn't really get him what he needed. And then we tried homeschooling. I actually tried public school again after like 3 years of being away. And the way they deal with their learning issues and their behavioral, they group them together. And so you can't deal with them the same way.
When we started getting homework, to figure out, I got it all done. But then I couldn't get the right answers. And then she started being mean. I told Mom that I want to leave the school because I can't take it.
After only a brief period of time, most parents see a positive growth in their child's self-esteem, as well as in their social skills.
When you have family, you have pride. When you leave here with a sense of pride. When you graduate and you move on to wherever else, it is prideful for them to say, yes, I graduated from New Horizons schools. When I walked in, I could barely speak. When I walked out, I can stand up in front and give a speech.
I think of a boy who had failed in a couple of different school settings, really had done very badly. He's on the autistic spectrum, and although reasonably high functioning intellectually, clearly was not making it socially or emotionally in these other settings. And when he was referred into New Horizons and got started there at age 13, for the first time in his life, he actually made a friend. This was a remarkable experience for him, and has made a huge difference in the way he's approached what he does at school and with the rest of his life.
The school is helping me through a program called DVR. Gave me registered to take some classes at the UW to get me reaffiliated with driving. I had a head concussion that prevents me from just going out and getting a driver's license unless I take rigorous tests. They also helped me get enrolled into Highland Community College, and I'm going to be majoring in fine arts.
With courses in life skills, mathematics, transitions, and independent living, students are prepared for essential life activities such as grocery shopping, balancing their own checkbook, joining the workforce, or entering college.
I graduated in 2003 from New Horizons School, and I am currently a draft major.
I'm Kathryn Soularie, and I graduated in 2003 from New Horizons, and I am graduating from culinary arts.
I went to New Horizons because I have dyslexia and ADD. I had a lot of problems in school, and mainly with the dyslexia because teachers weren't able to help me the way I needed to be helped.
I went to public school, but they weren't filling my needs, and so my family took me out. And I also joined Jessica in 7th grade, and I've been here ever since. I just have a bullying challenge. It's short-term memory. I mean, I don't practice things as quickly as I should, but that's part of me being ill also when I was younger, and so that took some time. But I like it.
Teachers stay here because they believe in this program, because they know these students need help, and the students aren't getting it elsewhere.
It's a very rewarding position. I would have parents come in here with stories about what they've been through with their children, and how difficult it was at other schools, and how difficult it was through the public school system. And they'd be in tears, and this was like their last hope. And after enrolling their child for about a year, their first year, you would start seeing major improvements in their child, and they would see it in their child along with us.
Whether it's helping them problem solve an academic thing or helping them problem solve a social thing, that helps them establish what may be among their first genuine relationships. The first genuine give and take between somebody else to figure out how to get on, how to get by in the world, and how to succeed. And watching that spark happen, watching them go, okay, I can do this, I can make it. That's rock and roll.
In most of my classroom settings, I see a change within 2 to 3 weeks. The first time a student does something that would be past a boundary or not within the way our culture in our school accepts it, I would just point it out. Okay, you're new here, so you're not in trouble, but let me explain to you what we'll learn. And I explained it.
My favorite part of New Horizons School is the concern that the staff and teachers and everyone has. They want these kids to succeed. This is what we want. And giving the kids the tools, teaching them how to use these tools, and then watching them spread their wings and fly. This is what excites me.
And the truth is, when you've achieved, no one else did that. We supported you. We cheered you on. But I wasn't the one who had written that answer on the test. I wasn't the one that climbed up that mountain. I wasn't the one that skied in your skis. Those are things that you did. And it wasn't an accident.
New Horizons School in Renton, Washington offers acceptance, opportunity, and achievement from class to class and grade to grade. Here, students dare to dream. They are taught to have faith in their own abilities. They learn, but above all, they learn to believe in themselves, often for the first time in their lives.